What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Evolve and Eric reaction, and welcome to the evolution. If it's your first time here, that's a reminder to grow, to change, so you know.
Keep evolving.
I'm gonna put the headphones on, don't worry. As you can see, we got this MF Doom album pulled up. Madvillain, the GOAT. And, well, is it Madvillain or Madvillain? Because I see on the cover art, it says Madvillain, and then on Genius.com, it says Madvillain. So that's conflicting now. But let me know, Adam, because I know you're the Doom expert. Okay, it's Madvillain. Why did they put a Y? Like, I'll show y'all if I can a little bit. There's a Y on that bit. You see that? Yeah, you can see that. Why the fuck they do that? Anyways, let's get to this album. I'm going to listen to these songs and then go into the annotations. I do have some other MF Doom reactions up, but I did not do good. I didn't do the annotations or nothing because I was learning how to do reactions, so I'm going to take those down. But this one will be thorough. Oh, Madvillain's the group name. Madvillain needs the album name. Oh, okay. So Genius is right. All right, bet I got it. And then Madvillain is MF Doom, Madvillain, Madlib. If I'm correct. We'll answer that as we listen to the song. This first song is called "The Illest Villains." Oh, Madlib and Doom. Word. Why did it say 3 names on there? Oh,
as luck would have it, one of America's 2 most powerful villains of the next decade
is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria.
Don't touch that! The villains themselves were ultimately responsible for much of the popularity. Audiences loved to hate. The importance of the villain was not overlooked. Of course, one of the worst of all was Madvillain. They had no code of ethics.
What's the matter? I was only trying to...
Get to work on these boys. Anybody bring a gun for me?
Yeah, here's one.
Not 1, but 2.
Typical villain releases included...
I know they're going to kiss me, but don't let anyone see me like that. Please, Doctor, help me!
And a sequel.
He has to do it.
Oh. Both the villains
only
were
right.
to meet in...
Your mother was the lightning.
2 historical figures, outlaws and desperados at that, the villainous pair of really nice boys who just happened to be on the wrong side of the law. 360 degrees, and similar sequences could not be defeated. Villains who possess supernatural abilities, villains who were the personification of carnage. Madvillain, more accurately, the dark side of our beings. Perhaps it is due to this seminal connection that audiences can relate their experience in life with the villains and their dastardly doings.
Superhero intro. Oh, I know this song. This song is hard, but we're gonna let it play. How we're gonna do each song? We're gonna listen, say my little opinion, then read the little annotation. The reason why my homie keeps saying something about the skits is because when I listened to Food, I was really mad about the skits. Like, I felt like there were so many and it was annoying because I was like, I just want to hear Doom, and there's like, I don't even know how many skits, but that's just a preference thing. The songs was fire. He was spitting. Let's see what this annotation says though. The introductory song for Madvillain. This introduces the symbiotic supervillain consisting of MF Doom and Madlib by Doom's familiar style of sampling cartoons for background information on a crazy ass beat. Enough said. This next record is Accordion. I know this record, but we're gonna play it anyways.
Living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick Dastardly and Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. ICE Cole, nice to be old. Y2G Steve twice to threefold. He sold scrolls, lo and behold. Know who's the illest ever, like the greatest story told. Keep your glory gold and glitter. For half of his niggas will take him out
this
the
one
picture.
Nasty.
The other half is rich and it don't mean shit to villain. A mixture between both with a twist of liquor, chasing with more beer. Tasting like truth for dear. When he at the mic, it's like the place get like, oh yeah. It's like they know
Facts.
what's about to happen. Just keep your eye out like I capping. Is he still a fly guy clapping if nobody ain't hear it? And can they testify from in the spirit? and living the true gods. Giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics in the church, got ooh lords. And they hold the mic in your attention like two swords. Or either one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like the end to the means. Fuck type of message that sends to the fiends. That's why he bring his own needles and get more cheese than Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos. Slip like Freudian, your first and last step to playing yourself like accordion.
He ripped that whole verse.
When he at the mic, you don't go next. Leaving pussy cats like why hoes need Kotex. Exercise index won't need Bowflex and won't take the one with no skinny legs like Joe Tex.
Sheesh, be clear, Doom. Word to Funk Flex. Oh, let me let that play. That stuff is fuck. I gotta stop cussing on YouTube. I almost slipped. But like I said, we are work in progress. Eventually, I'll have it down. But right now, we still working on that. He's spitting tough. Let me see what the homie said, because he got all the knowledge. Slip like Freudian. Freudian slip is when you say something. I know what a Freudian slip is. Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos is something he was thinking about, but he didn't mean to say. Oh, word. Nah, that's a bar. High key, he has like a lot of layered bars. I'm curious what that you said, like there's 4 different meanings to that first line. Let me see if the annotation says that. So the first few bars, or yeah, first couple bars. I don't know. Living on borrowed time, the top clicks faster. That'd be the hour they knock the slick blaster. The first one, living on borrowed time, the clock ticks faster. All right, it says tremendously complex first line by Doom here to kick off the album. This is a play on the idiom living on borrowed time, meaning that someone is still alive after they expected to die. This is the first of many idioms and common phrases that Doom repurposes in Madvillain to paint his own unique picture of how the villains live. Oh, that's tight. Here, living off borrowed time can mean many things. It can mean he's living off time that he borrowed, more likely stole from someone else. Could also be reference to Victor Vaughn. Doom's time-traveling persona that is known to sell time to others. That's hard. Doom is saying here that you're living off time that's borrowed after you're expected to die. Right, because, yeah, we're not here forever. The time seems to go by faster. This could make sense as if you're borrowing time from someone else. They may want you to hurry up and give it back. Lastly, this line sets up the next one where he's saying the clock ticks faster is leading to the final hour when they come to end them. That's ill, though. That's ill. That's the thing about Doom. That's why I'm like, yo, I wish I had given his other albums lyrics more shine, more annotation shine, more shine. But again, I was just learning, so I'm glad we're doing it for this album because I know a lot of people love this album. So that's all that matters, really. That being said, let's hear this next record. This next record is Meat Grinder. Pause. Yeah, for real. We're not doing all that. Meat Grinder is a pause.
Dripping off the meat grinder, heat niner, pimping, stripping, soft, sweet minor. China was a neat sign of trouble with the script digits, double dip, bubble lip, subtlest midget. Borderline schizo, sort of fine tits though, porter wine, order grind, 8:45, let's go. Ever since 10-11, glad she made a brethren. Then his last down, 7 alligator, 7 at the gates of heaven, knocking, no answer, slow dancer, hopeless romancer, dopest flow stanzas, yes, no, villain. Never faced the death stroke, guess so, still incredible in escrow. Just say ho, I'll test the yayo. Wild West style fest, y'all best to lay low. Hey bro, day glow, set the bet, pay dough before the cheddar get away, best to get Mako. The worst hated god who perpetrated odd favors demonstrated in the perforated rod lavers. In all quad flavors, large savers. Still back in the game like Jack LaLanne. Think you know the name, don't rack your brain. On a fast track to half sane, either in a slow beat or that's the speed or at the cane. Laughter, pain, throwing songs lit in the booth with the best host, doing bong hits on the roof in the West Coast. He's at it again, mad at the pen, glad that we win. A tad fat in a bad hat for men. Grind the cinnamon, Manhattan warmongers. You can find the villain in satin. Gongas, the van screeches. The old man preaches about the gold sand beaches. The cold hand reaches for the old tan Elises. Jeez.
This man, damn. I wish my bad, y'all. I'm gonna restart that too so we hear the full thing. But I wish he would rap longer sometimes because he be getting these pockets. I'd be like, God, the wordplay is nasty as fuck. I cussed again.
Oh, somebody! Oh, he needs some milk.
I need some milk. His bars are excellent. His bars are extravagant. One of a kind MC. Meat Grinder, like any other MF Doom track, is part of shows off his extremely rhyme heavy bars as well as his references to obscure pop culture. The track subject ranged from Doom hopelessly trying to score with a young girl. You see why he had to go after that? I don't know, brother. To him deprecating himself for his shoe style and overall just bragging about his insane lyrics. That he does have. Madlib samples 2 songs here. The first is a Frank Zappa song used in an old TV ad titled Sleeping in a Jar. Yeah, nah, you said that before that came up. I know how it has lag. You chilling. The song is a song by Lou Howard and the All-Stars titled Hula Rock. That's hard. Yeah, see, that's why we got to do the annotations because I would not know any of this. Let's hear this next record. This next record is Bistro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the debut grand opening of Madvillain Bistro Bed and Breakfast Bar Grill Cafe Lounge on the water, where we offer you the finest of the finer things. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Live on the beats, we have the one and only Madlib.
Oh, he didn't rap on it? Damn.
We also have King Ghidra on the mix. Yesterday's new quintet is here. Victor Vaughn, Quasimodo, and I'm your host, the super villain. Just lay back and have a good time, enjoy the music, you know what I'm saying? I like to dedicate this next joint to my bands, you know, Big Hookie and Baba.
That's tight. I definitely gotta hear that beat. Little MC8 sample in the end. I think that's how you say it. 8 IEIHT. I don't know how you say it. Anyways, yeah, I wish you rapped on that too, but I also understand sometimes you're just creating a world building. Madvillain's Bistro is a short but luxuriously executed interlude. It features MF Doom narrating a warm welcome to his grand estate, the Madvillain Bistro Bed and Breakfast Bar and Grill Cafe Lounge on the water. The cafe itself is a metaphor of the album, which consists of the finest of the finer things. The track was written after the infamous album leak, most likely to add atmosphere to the project as a whole. Right. That's exactly what I was saying. The world build. The instrumental Madlib used to craft the song was Atlantic Star's Second to None. Madlib is ill with the sample. Doom name says his and Madlib's alter egos. Madlib's are Quasimodo, yesterday's new quintet, and Doom's personas are Victor Vaughn and King Ghidorah. I knew about Victor Vaughn. I didn't know about King Ghidorah. I also didn't know about yesterday's new quintet. I didn't know about Quasimodo though. But that's it. Let's go on to the next one though. This next one is Raid.
2, 2, 1, 2. How Doom hold heat and preach non-violence. He about to start the speech, come on, silence. On one starry night, I saw the light. Heard a voice that sounded like Barry White. Said, sure, you're right. Don't let me find out who tried to bite. They better off going to fly a kite in a firefight during tornado time with no coat, then I caught ya. Wrote the book on rhymes, a note from the author with no headshot. He said it's been a while. Got a breadwinner style to get an inner child to finna smile. And that's no exaggeration. The doctor told the patient it's all in your imagination, Negro. What do he know about the buttery flow? He need to cut the ego. Tripping to date the metal fellow, been ripping flows since New York plates was ghetto yellow with broke blue writing. This is too exciting. Folks leave out the show feeling truly enlightened. They say the villain been spitting enough lightning. The rock shocked the boogie down to Brighton. Alright then.
Listen up. Now, how man hold heat like Clint East's reborn. Leave a with more holes than a dartboard. Haters watch him, Hennessy, double shot and drink like the answer to the problems at the bottle's bottom. From the bottom top that homie pay how you owe me. My niggas take no like Kobe. Even with the arms of the hawk, you couldn't hold me from getting mine. Stoves we roll, smoking and getting by. Thanks rap, I ain't got a dime. Got me sneaking out of checkout lines with bottles by the wayside. Smack them in the face, let them taste pride. Fakes try, end up washed up like the shorelines. Do or die, ride how the table turn, street turns. Keep me in this dirt like an earthworm. Woody spit hits and bros where brothers ever learn. Word for word, champ with a nerve, meeting adjourned.
Hey. Honestly, he did really good. I don't know, man. I gotta listen to Food again, but this is a solid album so far. Okay, it's time for me to. Imagine I started freestyle. Madvillain turned into. Oh, but the sampling? Like he changed the time signature with the way he sampled a bit. That one was hard. All I could say is like I would say more, but here's the thing. There's so many layers to MF Doom bars that if I was to say more about each and every bar, we would be sitting here all day. Cause I could keep going. I love to hear you freestyle, bro. Low key. I did freestyle on my New Job S reaction, my last New Job S reaction. I'll do it over some parts of beats, but I'm not gonna do it on the reaction just because it could be a little annoying for people watching at home. But sometimes we'll do it. Based around a piano riff sample from the Bill Evans trio, Braid is brilliantly simple yet effective in its production. Fast-paced, light, and jazzy, the track sets the perfect tone for Doom and MED to drop some powerful, high-energy punchlines. Braid is one of the few tracks with an actual feature on the album, as most of the other rappers featured on the project are actually derivative characters of Doom Madlib. That's sick. My boy was so nice. Doom said, "You know what? You could be on this project." Hell yeah. Next song is called "America's Most Blunted" by Madvillain featuring Quasimodo, aka Mad Leezy. That being said, I ain't gonna lie. Most Blunted, you know what time it is. YouTube, this is a prop. This is an AI.
Come out to show them. Like open the bruise up and let some of the blues blood come out to show them. Then come out
Top
to
three.
show them. Come out to show them. Come out to show them.
Can't wait to hear this.
Come out to show them. Come out to show them. Come
Exactly.
out to show them.
GTA.
Music. Listening to music while stoned is a whole new world.
Bad.
It's considered as important as second.
Got to, man. You know I'm from Cali, man. We stay with it.
For the better.
America's most blunted. Soon as you start sleeping, catching you off guard. We rip them now, huh?
If you'll all gather close around the phonograph.
America's most blunted.
Quaz, when he really hits star mode, never will he boost loose Phillies with the barcode, or take a whole carload on a wasted trip, or sip white owl lace tip from tip with yip. Some rather baggies other like they cracks and vows. Catch a tag, roll a bag of swag in a black and mouth. He twist optimo, just the raw leaf part. The list top go, bust before beef start. At the stop and go mart, acting like a spirit host done it. Yeah, yo, Doom nominated for the best role L's, and they wondered how he dealt with stress so well. Wild guess, you could say he stays sedated. Some say booted, some say faded. Some day prayed that he would grow a farm barn full. Recent research show it's not so darn harmful. Sometimes you might need to detox. It can help you with your rhyme flow and your beatbox.
True.
Or spike to your surprise, turn a Newport light to a joint right before your eyes. Tear a page out the good book, hear it how you want it.
America's most bloody. I'm the kind of stupid from the station. The best in your perimeter.
I can't find that nigga metal face nowhere.
America's most bloody.
Doom, the Madvillain killing Mad Boom. Consume weed and drink brew till we perfume the room. The beat conductor smoke 24/7. Shady.
You can even ask my reverend. Willie knows
how the Phillies roll, really though.
It's been my last go. If he got the sticky gold, I sparked the lot.
But don't with speed, the trees with seed. Quasimodo crew.
We get keyed. The most splendid on the map.
The one Astro Black in the alley with a hood rat. When you try to react.
Even your pops got smacked.
Even your mom's got cracked. Meanwhile, while my bow got packed.
You drop X so you can have good sex.
No, I smoke
thanks so I can
roll
roll
me a
your
shade.
shank.
Watch this shit, bro. I got the fat sack. All day 100. America's most blunted.
I'm the kind of stupid from the station.
Creativity. It's a known fact that grass increases creativity from 8 to 11 times. In fact, everyone finds that they're more creative stoned than straight. So remember...
M-A-R-I-J-U? A-J-U-A-N-A. Marijuana. Marijuana.
That's funny as fuck. They knew they was funny as fuck for that. They started laughing at them. Nah, they funny as fuck. Why they spell that shit like a damn kids show and they're literally talking about trees? Them niggas said M-A-R-I-G. Them niggas said M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. But they spelled Mary J instead. They's funny as fuck. You know they was just high as hell. I ain't gonna lie. They said creativity is known fact that grass increases creativity from 8 to 11 times. In fact, everyone finds that they're more creative stoned than straight. Listen, as somebody who does smoke trees and creates music, not gonna lie, I can attest. Been smoking trees for 10 years now. I can attest. I am definitely a better artist off the trees, and I know because I took breaks too. Need to take another one just for shits. But same time, can't forget that tree. Na. Can't forget that tree. Now Doom was going crazy too. He set it up. He set up the ending because that's basically what Doom was saying. But he was just like really cleverly with the wordplay about it, which it almost not even code because like you can understand it, but it's just he's just so wordy that sometimes it gets lost. But he was cooking. A humorous ode to cannabis. I literally had to pull out the bomb for that. America's Most Blunted features verses by MF Doom and Madlib rapping alter ego Quasimodo, with the title being a pun on America's Most Wanted. Madlib stated in a Pitchfork article that both he and Doom were smoking trees during the process of making the album. The track showcases how creative minds of MF Doom and Madlib came together to form incredible flows, beats heard all over Madvillain. In the article, Madlib said, "Everything was spontaneous. We worked with whatever we had at hand. If you think about it too much, it won't work. But shit usually works out when you're like-minded. Doom's like my super smart cousin. We trade books and records, Sun Ra, equations, biographies of Charlie Parker. Some people are born off with the same energy. Definitely. The spontaneity of their energy only builds to the impressiveness of the track, as Madlib used a whooping 17 samples to craft the instrumental." That's sick. Yeah, that's tight, son. It also reminds me of like my own homies too. And there's an artist named Wes Period, really good artist. He made this album for me when I was in a group called Dad Attraction. That's my dog. Me and him we didn't really fall out. We just kind of stopped talking for a little bit, but me and him recently reconnected. But that synergy thing they're talking about, me and him had that. Like whenever we get together, trees in the air, and we'll just make music. And like he knew what I was trying to do, so he could help enhance it, and I knew what he was doing with the production, so I knew how to write on that shit. when you get that synergy of like artist producer, it's like the illest things. We definitely make some more music down the line, but we're kind of just in our own zones right now. But we boys for life. Make sure you check out his music though. He's hella talented. That being said, let's go into the next song. This next song is called Six Fit. Oh, this is a beat. Okay, bet. Hey yo, it's Action Bronson. No, I was kidding. Loki sound like West Side Gun. Oh hell yeah. Definitely gotta hear Doom spit on it. Individual, liminal, in your swimming pool. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Only real hip hop heads know why. So only real hip hop heads know where that comes from. Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That beat made me want to rap like the Drewski skit. If you haven't seen it, look up Drewski as conscious rapper. You're gonna see a bunch of mugs just that's what that beat made me feel like rapping. I wasn't gonna freestyle on it because I would have had to really freestyle. I couldn't have a Madlib beat, MF Doom beat, Madvillain beat, and not go crazy on it. So that's why I'm not rapping. I'm not going disrespect the goats. Oh yeah, there's only a quick annotation to read, so we'll just read it. Track 7 on Madvillain. MF Doom actually did end up rapping over his beat. Yeah, the homie was telling me that, so you know his stuff. Winter and Spring at only 47 seconds. This unreleased track references Fancy Clown and is a good listen for any Madvillain fan. What's Fancy Clown? Who that is? Anyways, this next record is called Rainbows.
Watch back, niggas. Fresh out of cloud. Fresh water travel. Out of water, you got a mouth on. Somebody tell them, you know, let's do the time. Hey, who knows who is watching it? Who's watching? Oh, they don't know. They don't know nothing. That's words. They know.
This beat is like has a weird bounce, but I like it.
Coming home, son.
This villain was a ruthless, masked conqueror with aspirations to dominate the universe.
Hold on, God. I didn't think it was going to end like that. I can't lie, I hate that song. Always have, probably always will. I'm going to play bells for that. I didn't think it was horrible. I don't think it was like the strongest record. But it wasn't horrible. I think I like the beat more than I like the idea as a whole. But it wasn't that bad. I just don't even know what he was talking about, really. Unless he's just like being a villain, which maybe he is. The 8-track on Madvillain, Rainbows, is a bit strange. Yeah. MF Doom sings soprano instead of rapping. Yeah, he's singing weird as hell. Madlib slings a slow, lingering beat, sling slasher beat, dissonant but strange. They didn't say that. I said that. Dissonant but strangely charming. The title of the track comes from the hook. The rainbows are hallucinating from drinking Drano.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk.
Apparently he needs some Drano. But the rainbows are hallucinating from drinking Drano, which is why he slurs the words when he sings it. Okay, let's just play Curls.
Villain get the money like curls. They just trying to get a nut like squirrels in his mad world. Land of milk and honey with the swirls, where reckless naked girls get necklaces of pearls. Compliments of the town jeweler. Left back now, schooler, trying to sound cooler. On the microphone known as the crown ruler. Never lied to Ma when we said we found the moolah. $500-something laying right there in the street. Now let's try and get something to eat. Then he turned 4 and started flowing to the poor.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's about when he first started going raw. Kept the dro in the drawer. A rhyming klepto who couldn't go up in the store no more. His life is like a folklore legend. Why you're so stiff, you need to smoke more, brethren. Instead of trying to riff with the broke war veteran. Spliff made him swore he saw heaven, he was 7. Yup, you know it. Growing up too fast. Showing up to class with my wet in a flask. He asked the teacher.
He came out the gate swinging.
Pass. His girl is home alone. He trying to get the... If you wanna sip, get a paper water fountain glass. How I'm supposed to know where your mouth been last? Hand so fast he can outspin flash. Known to smoke a whole mountain of hash to the ash. Boom bass, leave the room with the stash. Assume it's in a smash. Doom, get the cash.
Doom, get the mother effing cash, man. RP MF Doom. He was gassing on that record. I like that record a lot. Curls has MF Doom getting a bit more serious with his records, or his lyrics referencing his religion, his early drug use, and how he had to resort to stealing to help his mother when they were young. In the end, he still manages to amuse the audience with his signature humorous punchlines. Nah, for real, I didn't even catch all that. I was kind of just like in a wordplay, like mind soup. Word soup. That's all I heard. I didn't hear none of that. That's why he's such a good rapper though, because it's like really layered, but you can't. There's no possible way you could always catch it the first time. Sometimes, but most of the time, nah. He said I didn't even know that. Right? It's just like, oh, I thought Brody was just cooking. Anyways, next record is called Do Not Fire. Right? I didn't guess that. Facts.
The villain took on many forms.
Let he who is without sin cast the
Hold
first
on,
stone.
hold on, God. I thought the beat was gonna keep going. Hold on, my fault, God. Do Not Fire is a 10 track on Madvillain and the second of 3 instrumental tracks. The first being Sick Fit, the next being Super Villain thing. Word. Yeah, there's not much for me to say about that because Doom wasn't really on it. You know, I was already complimenting the beat, so y'all know I rock with it. But I just want to see if there's any more there in the annotation. But next one is Money Folder.
The villain took on many forms.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. After you whose last is doom, he's the worst known. That'll have your boom blown or either thirst bone. Rockets won't burst, clone, just don't curse the grown. On his own microphone, bring it everywhere he go. So he can bring it to you live in stereo. Panic, can't understand it, ban it. The underhanded ran it, planned it, and left him stranded. The best, any who profess will be remanded. Yes sir, request permission to be candid, granted. I don't think we can handle a style so rancid. He flipped it like Madlib did the old jazz standard.
I like that jazz reference. And then the beat flip, there's some jazz. That's sick.
Don't mind me, I wrote this rhyme lightly over 2 or 3 heinies. And boy was they fine, G. One black, one Spanish, one Chinese. It keeps the woody shiny around like a pine tree. Don't sign me, I'm about to get a mill without him. Crowd him off the shelf, he's the villain. And what about him? So, and he's a jerk and you don't know him. Mad how he expand work but won't show him. Poor guys, what a sight for old sore 4 eyes. Now hook me with 2 apple pies and a small fries. All rise, so far odd as a ruple. So raw, break it down and make quadruple. It's crucial, you can see it in his pupil. And this time when he get it, he'll waste it on something useful. Like getting juiced off a deuce of cokie. Keep it low key, known to pull a okie dokie. Silly goose, Doom is too jokey. Damn, he could really use a room or a whole key. Egads, he got enough styles to start 3 fads. True that, she bad, I wonder do she come with knee pads? What a call, what a real butterball. Either I get a strike or strike out, gutter ball. Rocket like gear for the 4 with nice inside pockets prepared for the brawl. Yeah, y'all, you could say it's an earful. Beware, do not touch mic, be careful. And just like he said, I could've told you. MF, the holder of a boulder, money folder.
Too good, bro.
Money folder.
Muscle-bound karate
That
expert
shit was hard.
concealed a razor edge which could lop the head off of a marble statue once propelled with notorious world takeover schemes and the most magnificent gadgets imaginable. Villains rapidly grew healthy cash flow. It is explained by a more comedic villain, the bald-headed Doom. This villain rose to incredible new heights of money-making,
Doom is crazy.
revenge, and extortion. Such was the magnitude of the typical villain.
This is no answer.
Very well, then. Adieu to the death.
I will say, I'm starting to have a better appreciation for what the skits mean now that I'm understanding, like, these are concept albums in the same way that when I'm listening to the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Magical Mystery Tour, it's a concept album. He said he was bald, though. Not for real. So now I'm understanding, like, the skits contribute to the world that he's trying to build, which I did know that, but I can, now that I'm, like, taking more time and, like, being more thorough with my music listens, I actually think I got more respect for it. I think I would appreciate them more than I did the first time, even though I'm not going back. I'm not going back to test the theory. But just saying, this listen around, it doesn't bother me as much as it did the first time I heard them. I understand it now. Word to Lethal Shooter. That being said, let's read this annotation. Money Folder has Doom rapping about a few different topics. However, the overarching theme, as we see in the outro, is about the value in Doom's music, which he compares to the value of money. The song was released as a single for the album in 2003, along with the track America's Most Blunted. That's my favorite one. The Tree one. The title of the track, as well as the closing line. I'm lying. The other one's my favorite, the one that I was, like, really rocking to. But that America's Most Blunted is, like, a good one. The title of the track, as well as the closing lines in the second verse, comes from KRS-One. Shout out KRS. From the Boogie Down production song South Bronx. KRS-One is the holder of a boulder. Money folder. Bars. This air that we're breathing is consciousness. Word to KRS-One. Real hip-hop heads know why I said that. But that being said, we ain't explaining nothing. Let's go into the next record. The next record is Shadows of Tomorrow by Madvillain. I don't know why I said by Madvillain, but y'all get it. I was just reading out loud.
Today is the shadow of tomorrow. Today is the present future of yesterday. Yesterday is the shadow of today. The darkness of the past is yesterday. And the light of the past is yesterday. The days of yesterday are all numbered in some. And the word once. Because once upon a time there was a yesterday. Yesterday
Madlib just be messing around on the mic.
That belongs to the past. The past is yesterday. Today is a preview of tomorrow, but for me, only from a better and happier point of view. My point of view was the thought of a better try. Reality, yesterday is eternity. The eternity of yesterday is dead. Yesterday is as one. The eternity of one is the eternity of the past. The past is once upon a time. Once upon a time is past. The past is yesterday. Day. The past is yesterday. Day. While we're searching for tomorrow.
The music is different here. The vibrations are different. Not like Planet Ray. Planet Ray sound.
Today is the present future of yesterday.
Anger, frustration.
True.
There was no one to talk to when Planet Ray didn't understand. We set up a colony here.
The light of the past is a light which was. The wisdom of the past is a light of the past. The light of the future was a light which is to be. The wisdom of the future was the light of the future, see. Yesterday belongs to the dead. Tomorrow belongs to the living. The past is certified as a finished product. Anything which is ended is finished. That which is perfect is finished. The perfect man is no exception to the rule. The perfect man of the past is made according to the rule of the past. The rule of the past is a law of injustice and hypocrisy. The revelation of the meaning of the law is revealed through the law itself. The wisdom of the past is the light of the past. The light which is to be, the wisdom of the future. The light of the future casts the shadows of tomorrow.
Affect their vibrations. For the better, of course.
Sun Ra. Sun Ra.
Lord Quaz.
Madlib.
Other place in the universe, up under different stars. That would be where the altered destiny would come in. Equation-wise, the first thing to do is to consider time as officially ended. We work on the other side of time.
You didn't like that? Bro, I thought that was fire. You tweaking. You said this is Quasimodo. You say he's not saying anything in the beginning. He said today is the shadow of tomorrow. Is that not true? Today is the present future of yesterday. Is that not true? It is the present future of yesterday. Because today would have been tomorrow, which makes it the present future, which makes it now. But anyways, yesterday is the shadow of today. Yeah. Now that and Rainbows are some of my least favorite Doom songs. I don't know. I thought it was good. I think you look, he's sleeping on this one. I thought he was cooking. But it's okay though. We all have our different things that we gravitate towards. That's totally fine. But I thought this one was really good. Let's read this annotation though. The song features excerpts from the movie 1974 movie Space is the Place about musician Sun Ra. Shout out Sun Ra, the GOAT. Madlib handles all the rapping on this track, rapping the first verse under his high-pitched alter ego Quasimodo, then switching to his normal voice for the second. Shadows of Tomorrow is a tribute to Sun Ra, in which Madlib lyricizes the Ra philosophy. Oh, that's tight. That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is like some spiritual, and even repeats the same Sun Ra over and over. The title of the track is taken from a song Ra wrote titled The Shadow Cast by Tomorrow. That was released on a limited 7-inch hand-painted by Ra. In spirit of his predecessor, Madlib claims to be a part alien and speaks coolly about music in a way that stretches beyond earthly restraint. That's sick. Real spiritual dude. Quasimodo's verse comes from a poem Sun Ra wrote on the back of his Angels and Demons at Play album. That's sick. We should react to a Sun Ra album too at some point. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see that. Otherwise, let's keep this MF rolling. No Doom. Hold on, I'm trying to go back to the track list. Next one is... Oh, my bad. I got confused for 2 seconds. Next one is Operation Lifesaver.
The world is under attack at this very moment by the most powerful forces man has ever seen. Space from the depths of the earth. Operation Lifesaver is in effect as of right now.
Done. test.
Caught me off guard. I went to breathe out, but then she made me cough hard. Contact the guard and let him know to slip to him. Fine, and how are you doing? Can I get you a drink? This one's a shoe-in. Awkward situation that I'm on a mission to ruin. Her big button smile was like camo. Hit up the men's room, we need more ammo. Watch at 3 o'clock, a new recruit. That's her gin and juicy juice. Use this stick of juicy fruit. She just knew she was cute. It's in her own best interests, less stress. Hit her with the do you need a mint test. It don't matter if she's slim or dressed to impress. I won't rest, fellas don't fess. Some of them just need to eat the whole thing of cress. It's been a long day, it's just how the songs say.
Operation Lifesaver is in effect as of right now.
I hope she don't take this the wrong way.
Are you with it? Yeah! Okay, let's go. You know what to do. The whole world's watching and counting. And all you people listening out there, everybody, everywhere, hang on, hang on, hang on!
The official adventures of the Magnificent.
He said, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. You need a mint test. Crying. Nigga stupid for that song. Operation Lifesaver, aka Mint Test, is a humorous accounting of an interaction with a girl who has bad breath. The humor primarily derives from the contrast between the mellow drama of Madlib samples and the silliness of the content. MF Doom has used variations of the song title on his other works. The name of his first album was Operation Doomsday. A track from the album was called Operation Greenbacks. You need a mint test. Next one is called Figaro. I don't think that one was one of my favorites. It's just funny. Said low-key relatable. Damn. You need better shorties.
The rest is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Take it from the Tech 9 holder. David don't know they neck shine from Shinola. Everything that glitter ain't fish scale. Let me think, don't let her faint, get Ishmael. A shot of Jack got her back, it's not an act stack. Forgot about the cackalack, holler back, clack, clack, blocker. Villainy, feel him in your heart, chakra, chart topper. Start shit stopper, be a smart shopper. Shot a cop day around the way, bout the stable. Who to know is too motive, wonder where the shooter go. Bout to jet, get him, not a bet, get him. Let him spit the venom, said him, got a lot of shit with him. Let the rhythm hit him. It's stronger in the other voice, we makes the joints that make him spread them butter moist, man, please. The stage made of panties. From the age of baby hoochies on to the grannies. Ban me the dough rake. Daddy, the flow make her fatty shake. Patty cake for fake. If he wasn't need a baker's man, he'd take her for her masters. Hit it once and shake her hand. Want some old thank you, ma'am, and ghost her. She can mind the toaster if she signed the poster. A whole host of roller coaster riders. Not enough tracks. Hot enough black, it's too hot to handle. You got blue sandals, who shot you, who got you? New spots to vandal. Do not stand still, boast your skills close, but no krills. Toast for polils, post no bills. Coast to coast, Joe Smoes flows ill. Go chill, not supposed to overdose, no dose pills. Off pride tykes, talk wide, do scar me. Off sides, like how Wharf ride with Starfleet. Told ya, on some get rich shit. As he gets older, he gets colder than a witch tit. This is it, make no mistakes. Where my nigga go? Figaro, Figaro. Old beats in my rhymes attack. A scary act, all black like Miss Mary Mack. Wait till you see him live on the piano. Doom sings soprano like una, dos, piano. My mama told me, blast him, pass for her glass of OE. Not to be troublesome, but I could sure use a quick shot of double rum. No stick of bubble gum. I like ice cream, we could skip the wedding. Have a nice dream, she only let him stick her head in.
Yeah, these chains are crazy. She only let him stick that in. The chain of words is just like, oh, nasty as fuck. God damn.
Jump on the track with the hardcore hustle.
I spammed the sound so bad I started playing the actual next song. Trying to hold on. That's what I was gonna do, but I cursed. Sorry, YouTube. I was about to say he just chained the words together so well that's just ill. Like such a generational rapper. The title has multiple meanings such as Figaro chains, Doom criticizes for putting fashion over art, or it could reference Largo al Factotum, a notoriously wordy and difficult song to sing, just like this song with its endless rhymes. Well, I definitely will not be attempting that. Let me go back to the YouTube though, and let's see where we're at on the track list. This next song is Hardcore Hustle.
Madvillain. Jump on the track with the hardcore hustle. With the busload of niggas, this time we brought y'all muscle. Watch out's the one to uplift most, and it's confirmed. So tonight, let's bang this Madvillain music till it's adjourned. Who rushes in head first with the full force of a ram? So the source of the verse coerces the course of a jam. Went to hell and back. Saw Delva selling crack. In fact, had to come back with the brother with the mask by yelling black. Power to the people who support raw music. Blessed from the start to keep uplifting progressive art. To come out and uplift words. Take verbalistic leaps to the next splurge. Concoct dope poetical excerpt. Who's the expert? Wow. With the physical frame. Whose mental was tame to get over in this musical game. When the Madvillain breaks your dome, you'll see. Your interval depth was written for those that slept. We took 100% unpredictable steps.
This is hard.
Who's the one to rock up a party with the vigilance urge? When smoking the ism, the vision is blurred, but vengeance is heard. And just when you got caught up in the cynical thought, intervals in the shape of a mic get pushed straight through your heart like.
Hey yo. Hey yo. I'm skipping that. Sorry y'all. I don't want to hear that nigga. I got headphones on. That shit loud as a bit. Hardcore also doesn't have Doom on the track and said features guest rapper Watch Out. Okay, word. I don't know what the nigga. Yeah. I see that. Yeah. Nigga. Next song. Next one's called Strange Ways. Yeah, the rest of it was hard though.
Wreak havoc, beat beatings, mad traffic, sleek and lavish, people speaking, leaking to the maverick. He see it as just another felony drug arrest. Any day could be the one he picked the wrong thug to test, slug through the vest. Shot in the street for pulling heat on a father who babies gotta eat. And when they get hungry, it ain't shit funny. Paid to interfere with how brother get his money now. Who's the real thugs, killers, and gangsters? Set the revolution, let the things bust, and thank us. When the smoke clear and you can see the sky again, there will be the chopped off heads of Leviathan. My friend, I call them strangers. Anybody talk to them end up in some danger. Can't reform them. They pray 4 times a day, they pray 5. Who ways is strange when it's time to survive. Some will go of their own free will to die. Others take them with you when they blow sky high. What's the difference? All you get is lost children while the bosses sit up behind the desk. It costs billions to blast humans in half into calves and arms. Only one side is allowed to have bombs. It's like making a soldier drop his weapon, shooting them and telling them to get to stepping. Obviously, they came to portion up his fortune.
Beat change is nice.
Like that old robbery extortion. Same game. You can't reform them.
That Mary was going around with an old flame. That burned me up because I knew he was just feeding her a line. But the guy really spent his money like water. I think he was connected, so I left. Outside it was raining cats and dogs. I was feeling mighty blue. And everything looked black. But I carried on.
Man. That Joan, he was snapping on that bit. He was really snapping. I really liked when the beat cut out too. It was almost like, it's not like a bridge necessarily, but it's almost like a hook. What would you really call that? I guess a little interlude sample part. And then there's like, can't reform. He says can't reform him and the beat comes in. I really like that part. That part's hard. This man could spit. Amidst the humorous one-liners and braggadocio rhymes that were heard throughout the album, MF Doom takes some time out to rap 2 verses about two social political instances that seem to be full of contradictions. The first verse finds him discussing the irony of the police force's job, how they get paid to put a stop to crimes that they also commit. Damn. While the second verse has Doom rapping about how war never causes harm to those who have the power to declare it. Not gonna lie. He ain't lying. The track itself is ironic, as Doom and Madlib together as Madvillain have claimed to be the most powerful villains, but makes you question the strange way of those in charge. Right. How villainous are you? Actually. It's more like anti-hero. Like, they're not here to save you, but they are here to tell you the truth. Anyways, next song is Fancy Clown.
Put your sister on the phone. Yo.
Oh, word.
I knew you was in around, playing all innocent, hoeing since the foundation. Don't make me have to pound this 10 crown facing and risk being jammed up like traffic inbound from spacing. There's been a place for you in my heart since we first met. A teenage love that didn't feel no hurt yet. My boys warned me you was poison like BBD first cassette. And still I put my chips on the worst bet. Gave up the skirt, now I got a hair from the street. How dare you drag my name in the dirt and cheat? You could've broke it off, ended it and dipped. And if you spoke soft, we could've still preserved the friendship. Now you apologize, that's what they all say. You wasn't sorry when you sucked them off in the hallway, but have it your way, raw, no foreplay. That's you if you want a dude who wear a mask all day. And just to think, I used to be proud of you, and you had some real good power. Probably kiss me later that evening, I should be early. Matter of fact, give me back my bracelet and my Sherlin. I'd rather waste it, or give it to your girlfriend. She did let me stab it last week while you was working. Remember, our vacation out to Maryland. I duped the maid Carolyn, she made me throw the towel in. Like all foul men, the time I hit your mom's off, I told her knock it off, but she had to set the rocket off. Ain't enough room in this fucking town. When you see Tin Head, tell him be ducking down. I'm not romping around, he better be ready and prepared to be stomped in the ground.
Damn.
Now, subscriber, we've got to punch you up, so please stand by.
Now, subscriber, we gotta punch you up. That's funny. Like that's like the nicest way I heard somebody say, "Yeah, we're gonna whoop your ass. We're gonna punch you up." That song was hard though. I really rock with it. That man, it's like funny because he's talking about himself, but it's like still hard because it's just wordplay nasty, man. In this song, MF Doom performs as Victor Vaughn, one of many aliases and personalities he has, and makes a phone call to chew out a girl who's cheated on him with Doom, ironically, with his usual excellent lyricism. The song title comes from a lyric of J.J. Hill's That Ain't the Way You Make Love, which was sampled for the song. Hell yeah. W Madlib on the production. This next one is I, and then we got like 4 more songs left, and then that'll be the album, but this has been a fire listening experience. I understand it now. Hold on, this beat got that. This beat crazy. Oh my god. What you mean, bro? It's Doom. So sick. That was literally straight etheric. I was literally about to tweet, yo, this song record is etheric. Because it was too good. I will after this though. So if you see me typing, that's all I'm doing. I gotta spread the doom vibes. But yeah, that was awesome. Shout out Stacey Epps on the vocals. Madlib on the production, of course. That's just ill. Sequencing in the last section of Madvillain album. This is a nice song to lay back and smoke a L to. You're right. I should have been chiefing to that. The song samples so good by the Whispers. Doom has said he likes to put one feminine song in the second half of his album, either sung, rapped by a woman, or thematically feminine. That's real cool. The song is the one for Madvillain for other albums, and then it has a list of albums that he did it on. But you know, you could just listen to him. You could just understand him. Oh, oops! I skipped one by accident. Let me go back. Yeah. Oh wait, did I? Wait. This was Next one should be Supervillain theme, right? It's not Supervillain theme. It's all caps. Why is that the case? Did he get the order wrong? Hold on. Technical difficulties. Great Day, Rhinestone. Huh? Why did he skip a song in this playlist? Well, that is. Oh, is it taken off of YouTube? I don't think so. Let me look on YouTube real quick. All right, I'm not gonna cut this out because you know what? Sometimes it's technical difficulties, but you know you're always welcome to skip this part and just skip to when I'm playing music because we will be playing music. I'll just have to type in the last few tracks, which is okay. If we can't find it though, then it is what it is. Oh, okay, yeah, it's not on YouTube. Okay, bet. Well, unfortunately, we can't play that one just due to that. But what we will play is all caps. And then just go from there.
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged. You know it won't stick, yo. And it's not his fault you kick slow. Should've let your chick hold your sick glow. Plus nobody couldn't do nothing once he let the brick go. And you know I know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Peep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my mom, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try. Villain, the worst guy. Spot hot tracks like spot a pair of fat asses. Shots of the scotch from out the square shot glasses. And he won't stop till he got the masses. And show them what they know not through flows of hot molasses. Do it like the robot to headspin to boogaloo. Took a few minutes to convince the average boogaboo. It's ugly, like look at you, it's a damn shame. Just remember all caps when you spell the damn name.
I know this one.
And you know it like a poet, like baby doll. I bet she tried to say she gave me her all. She played ball. All bets off, the villain got the dice rigged. And they say he accosted the man with the sliced wig. Allegedly, the investigation is still ongoing. In this pesky nation, he got the best con flowing. The pot doubles, now they really got troubles. Madman never go like snot bubbles.
Not corny, but overused. Not corny, it's fire. The all caps was fire because he didn't. Niggas making it corny, that's a different thing. But himself, he was chilling. He just made the song and spelled his name with caps, and then they just ran with it. But yeah, people stay talking about that and doing all that. And if you spell it without caps, they make it a whole thing. That is true. But yeah, I rock with that record. All caps is a reference to MF Doom's preference that his stage name be written in all caps, right? The song includes the instructional lyrics. Just remember, all caps when you spell the name, man. The song was released as a single alongside Curls in 03. And you know me, turn the 02 to the 03. We're going to have to type in these next ones, so just bear with me for 2 seconds. But like I said, you guys are at home, so you guys got the luxury of skipping. Sorry to my my stream more so than the people at home. But let's hear this one. This one is called Great Day. Oh, I see what you're saying. Word. Oh, hey, R&B reference.
I was just too damn old to MC. All that really matters is if your rhymes was ill. Girl, that's all that really matters to me. Oh, baby.
Looks like it's going to be a great day today. To get some fresh air like a stray on a straightaway. Hey you, got a light? Nah, a Bud Light. Early in the morning, face crud from like a mud fight. Looky here, it's just the way the cookie tear. Prepare to get hurt and mangled like Kurt Angle, rookie year. The rocket scientist with the pocket wine list. Some even say he might need some psychiatrist. Doom, are you pondering what I'm pondering? Yes, but why would the darn thing be wandering? She's like a foundling, barely worth fondling. My posse's on Broadway like Mama, I want to sing. Mad lays the bass like the race card. Villain on the case to break shards and leave a face scarred. Groovy dude, not to prove to be rude, but this stuff is like what you might put on movie food. What is jalapenos? Get it like a whooping when you holler at your seniors. Dollar, he could overhear the hashish fiender. He just came from over there, the grass is greener. Last wish, I wish I had 2 more wishes. And I wish they fixed the door to the Matrix's mad glitches. Spit so many verses, sometime my jaw twitches. One thing this party could use is more blues. Put yourself in your own shoes and stay away from all the pairs of busted Timbs he don't use. He only keep them to decorate. If you wanna peep him, select a date and bring a deep check like checkmate. I kid you not, on the dotted line sign. Ever since a minor, kids consider him some kind of Einstein on a diamond mine grind. She was dumb fine, but not quite the type that you might wanna wine and dine. Couldn't find a pen, had to think of a new trick. This one he wrote in cold blood with a toothpick. On second thought, it's too thick. His assistant said, Doom, you sick. He said, true through acoustics. Psycho, his flow is drowned in Lowry seasoning. With micro power, he's sound and right reasoning. It's easy as pie, 3.14. One more, 1-4, smooth, and they done for.
Cold. Oh, yeah. It doesn't skip to the next song. I was like about to pause it, like, don't play the next song. But it's not, so we're chilling. And ironically, actually, the next song popped up, so we can just click it right there. So shout out to that. That's just hard, though. Super hard. Second to last record. That boy, man, he always gets in these crazy pockets where I'm just like entranced by it. It's just like so smooth the way he just puts the words together and just glides on the beat. And then Madlib production is just beautiful. It's like perfect match. Doom raps his particularly cleverly style of free association over a jazzy meandering beat by Madlib. Pretty much what I was saying. Rhinestone Cowboy is the last record on his album. Then I'll say my final thoughts. But so far, ill.
Great stuff.
Yeah, this is good.
Great stuff. Oh, yeah.
Hold a cold one like he hold an old gun, like he hold the microphone and stole the show for fun, or a foe for ransom. Flows is handsome, O's in tandem, anthem, random, tantrum, phantom of the grand old Opry. Ask the dumb hottie, mask, pump shotty, somebody stop me. Hardly come sloppy on a retarded hard copy. After rockin' parties, he departed in a jalopy. Watch the drop top poppy, known as the grimy, limey, slimy, try me, blimey. Simply smashing in a fashion that's timely. Madvillain dashing in a beat rhyme crime spree. We rock the house like rock and roll. Got more soul than a sock with a hole. Set the stage with a goal to have the game locked in a cage, getting shocked with a pole. Overthrow it like throwing over a biscuit. A lot of bitches think he's overly chauvinistic. Let go his dick if that's the case. Rats with a waist, there's more cats to chase. Dogs, he got it like new powers. Woke up broke, spit the shit in a few hours. Sheesh, been unleashed since the Glee Club. Had your fam saying please make me a dub. Well, since you asked kindly, where he been behind the mask, who can't find me? You're blind, in the wine zone, leave your mind blown. When he shine with the 9, he's a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah. Be clear.
Oh, no, enough. Goonie Google, loony cuckoo like Ariganu off Newzoo Review. But who knew the mask had a loose screw? Hell could hardly tell, had to tighten it up like the Drells and Archie Bell. It speaks well of the hyperbase. Wasn't even tweaked and it leaked into cyberspace. Couldn't wait for the snipes to place at least a track listing, bold print typeface. Stop for a year, come back with thumbtacks, pop for the beer. We're hip-hop sharecroppers, used to wear flip-flops, now rare gear coppers. He's in it for the quiche, you might as well not ask him for no free shit, capiche? Oh, my aching hands, from raking in grands and breaking in mic stands. Villain, the smile stun your chick, while he put himself in your shoes, run your kicks. You heard it on the radio, tape it, play it in your stereo, your crew will go ape shit. Raw lyrics, he smells them like a hunch, the same intuition that tells him spike the punch. Curses, he's truly the worstest with enough rhymes to spread throughout the boundless universes. Let the beat blast, she told him wear the mask, he said you bet your sweet ass. It's made of fine chrome alloy, find him on the grind, he's the rhinestone cowboy.
Sick. Let me let it play out.
Sometimes they were comedic or relentlessly horrifying. They were the foes of society, whether fighting the local sheriff or a secret agent. Frequently, they mirrored our times, the gangster villains which rival real newspaper headlines of the present day. Collectively, they are the components which have fueled nightmares for decades to come. The villains.
They mentioned that earlier too. Be clear, man. That show's sick. That show's ill. Did I like that more? I think I might have liked that more than Food. I know that might be blasphemous, but I thought that was sick. I didn't like, even though Food, I was kind of like, I heard certain songs, I was like, kind of cool with this one. This one's ill though. This presentation, then I'll say my final thoughts, and that'll be it. In this song, Doom spits some typically eccentric and reference-filled rhymes in one stream of consciousness style, verse that feels like an encore, complete with an audience clapping and whistling in the background. He sounds just a badass Madvillain, the artist and the character is, as well as giving some insights into the making of the album. It's hard. Legendary. Listen, let me know what you think of this album or your experience with this album or MF Doom music. RIP Doom, one of the GOATs. I appreciate you if you made it this far. I hope you have a good evening or good day. And thank you for watching again. And no matter what you do in this life, make sure that you
keep evolving.
Peace out.